Hey, ladies, what's going on with y'all? Hope y'all are having a phenomenal day. So I just wanted to jump in real quick and tap in with y'all and just to encourage y'all as normally. Let me just say this. It's very, very easy to get sucked into what other people have going on, whether it's what other people have going on social media, whether it's their real life. It's easy when you're on the outside looking in to assume that these people having such a wonderful life and everything is this, everything is that, and then before you know it, you find yourself wanting to do what they doing, wanting to have what they have, and really and truly you don't even know the intricate details to what's really going on in that person's life. You know what I'm saying? You see what they want you to see. You see what they present to you, right? You see they on the trip, but you don't see that they on the trip just because, okay, really they was invited so they could pay the other half, because their homegirl really couldn't afford to take a trip. Dolo owed her other homegirls, so she invited the one that she knows is responsible and is going to be able to foot the other part of the bill. See, those are the details that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's always a gimmick to everybody, doing their thing in life. Just like, you see people in relationships. All those relationships ain't bad, but you can believe all of them ain't as good as those pictures look. The pictures be better than the relationships a lot of times, right? And that's not to be on no hate and stuff. That's not to be on none of that, because listen, what is for you, you're going to get that. Believe that, and I'm a big proponent of what's for you, and that's the whole that's the whole gist of this, because as women sometimes, before we know it, jealousy will start creeping in, and then we will start feeling like, our life isn't this, or our life isn't that, or our friends isn't this, or our friends isn't that. And sometimes even with the little relationship or situationship that you have going on, oh, that's not this, oh, you want him to hurry up and marry you, and this, that, or the third. Well, guess what? You may not even be ready to get married. He may not even be ready to get married. Y'all may not even be, good for each other, but you want it so bad till you pressing the issue when that ain't even who God really have for you, But he might allow that to transpire just because you so impatient, just because you want it so bad. Sometimes he'll allow that, but then on the flip side, you missing the super good dude that God really had in line for you. Had you waited about 2 more months, you know what I'm saying, you would have messed around and went to take the garbage out and met Buddy, So I said all that just to say, be mindful of how you allow your mind to go, and the ideas and the thoughts and stuff that you start imagining for yourself just because you're looking at someone else's situation and you assuming that it's so great, it's so wonderful, when guess what? Maybe it is, but just because somebody else has a great situation, that's not enough for you to be jealous about it. You know what I'm saying? It should not be enough for you to want what they have just because it appears to be going well. That's a congratulations. That's that's great for her. I'm happy for her and genuine with it. But that's not I want that. See, I don't never go nowhere. See, I be glad when you no, you have the wrong attitude if that's the attitude that you're approaching life in, because guess what? It's going to always be someone who has something going on better than you or more often than you. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be that. So you cannot measure your life by other people's standards. You can't measure your life against your best homegirl. I don't care if every time you turn around, she taking a flight. That's her life path. That's not your life path, right? You may supposed to be doing something else. You might supposed to be home cleaning up instead of going taking trips, because your house probably might be filthy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their own little things to do, but people get so caught up in what other people doing and they want their life. Right? You have to be mindful not to want somebody else's life. I don't care how many cheap shots they take at you, because friends, they have a way of doing it. Yeah, your homegirls, they take little cheap shots at you. They say little stuff, oh, you don't never like to go nowhere. Or, oh, this, oh, you right, I don't. You right, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I just don't want to go nowhere with you. Maybe I don't enjoy your company in that way. You feel me? Maybe no, I may not want to go with your homegirls. Maybe I don't vibe with them. Maybe they all fake to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to be mindful of that, and as a friend, when you taking those jabs, because I got to slip my too, so I might say some things sometimes that, it might be out the way. It probably, in my mind, it's not intentional, but because I think it in the back of my head, sometimes it's just gonna come to the forefront, and I say something slick, and it may possibly offend a friend or something like that. So you have to be mindful of that, and you have to just know that, hey, everybody. One thing about people, they make time and they make money to do the things that they really want to do. So if them people not doing that, that's not nothing they really want to do, because the things they spending their money and their time on, that's what they really want to do. No, it may not line up with what everybody else is doing on social media or doing in the world. But maybe your friend just ain't a follower like that. Maybe your friend could care less about presenting that way. You know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't built a way where they could just tune out, all of the fake and really be able to tap into what's really real. Everybody not built like that, and especially in today's time, a lot of people be mesmerized by the stuff they see, and the stuff that gets posted and all that, not realizing like people post their best stuff. You know what I'm saying? Of course her picture's cute. She took 12 of them to get one. You feel me? So like, and when you know that, it's like, come on. So you took 12 pictures to get one. Don't you know the pictures of them on that trip, if they really even look happy on that trip, that's like, okay, who knows how many trips they had to take for them to finally take a trip that they both actually enjoyed and they both actually was happy on it. Just because these people, in these relationships and in it, that don't mean them people happy. Like, what's the goal? Is the goal to be in it, or is the goal to be happy in it? And nobody's going to always be happy in anything, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationships with your family. Nobody is always happy, right? But I believe people get into situations so that the relationship can bring them, some happiness at some point, preferably most of the time. You see what I'm saying? So I just said all that so that you can take inventory when your mind starts to wander and you start to, let jealousies creep in to your mindset and make you feel like, your life may be less than or boring or this, that, or the third. No, it's not. You on your path to doing what it is you want to do, hopefully. And if you're not, it's never too late to get on there. Maybe, doing this or doing that. No, maybe that's not in the cards for you. Maybe going out on the weekends ain't in the cards for you because you're studying for your master's. The workload is heavy. Maybe you trying to move up at your company. So no, you don't even want to be pictured in no pictures out, because you want to present a certain way because you're trying to move up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, it's other things than social, and then, you know what I'm saying? People have goals. People have those. Some people have those. Some people, life is all about social stuff. So if you're not that person, then don't allow yourself to get caught up in that. For some people, being at home with their husband and being available for their daughters, that or their sons, that type of stuff may take precedence in their life than being, across the country, with Keisha them. You feel me? So everybody had their own little path, and women, we already know we have our friends. We know what we do with our friends. We got this chick that we go out to eat with. We got this chick that we might go to church with or go to, poetry night with. Then we got this chick that, me and her might go to a concert, or you got this person that, we might do brunch or something, because, you have your own little friends that you do what you do with, right? Okay, keep doing it. If you have other friends that they not tapped into what you cool, like kill the slick remarks, kill all that. You know what I'm saying? Because just the same way you have friends that some of them are married, they don't care to be out here on the whole stroll. They good with what they have going on. You know what I'm saying? And then you have friends vice versa, that they may be married and they do want to be out here doing what you're doing because your life looks fun to them because they locked in with responsibilities, right? But you probably don't tell that friend about them lonely nights that you have while her husband in the bed. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell about, dang, I can't even sleep because I keep, getting up, checking the house, making sure ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? You have to be mindful that people present to you what they want to present to you. And the grass is not always greener on the other side, but the grass is greener where you water it and where you take care of it at. So whatever you have going on, whatever your heart's desires are, work on those things. It don't matter if those things keep you, make you look like you the boringest person in the world or the brokest person in the world, because it might keep you in the house, it might keep you away. Listen, if you working on what you're supposed to be working on, and it's what God has for you, then you can trust and believe that there will come a time that you will be glad that you stayed out the way and glad that you did what you knew you were supposed to be doing in that moment and in that time. Because society will trick you. They'll make you think you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z, when no, you're supposed to be doing A, B, and C. Your priorities are severely out of place. Sometimes you need to sit down. Get your mind right, get your goals right. When the last time you wrote down short-term and long-term goals? Some people never do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then you have a time that, no, you need to get out of the house and go do something. Go enjoy something somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and somewhere else don't have to be out of town. It could be, but it's wherever the place is that brings you happiness, wherever it is you may want to go. But everything is in time and in seasons. You understand me? So it may not be your time to do X, Y, and Z, but it may be other people's time to do X, Y, and Z. All of that is well and good. What I'm saying is, let me encourage you to figure out what your timing is, and what season you're in, and what it is that you should be doing, and be steadfast on that. Don't be swayed by what other people have going on and what other people doing, because that's them. They may be out of pocket, or they may be in their season. Know where you are and what you should be doing. Stick to that. It'll work out for you. Trust me.